another point. Are you happy with that?
Yes, overall. I knew coming in that we're going to need wins, but there's times to go and win games and there's times not to lose games. And tonight was one of them that it's a tough place to come. It's tough conditions. I'm not going to moan too much because I told the players they're not allowed to moan and there's no excuses for tonight. But it is a tough place to come for numerous reasons: conditions, the pitch, the travel, everything. So to come up, to get a clean sheet, to have opportunities to win the game, and to come away with a point, I think is a well-deserved point, but also a good point.
Yeah, because there weren't a huge number of chances, but you probably had a decent share of them.
Yeah, definitely. We had a couple of good chances, one or two in the first half, and one or two half chances in the second half. And on another day, you nick it with a bit of luck. But what I was really impressed with today is the players' attitude and their application to the roles that we had to do. We had to change shape once or twice to navigate, because I think the start of the second half, they just started to have a bit of dominance, so we had to get two up front to get a bit of pressure to stop them playing through, and we did, and that gives us a foothold in the game. And Willow come on and done a great job, and then obviously Mikey coming on for his debut caused a bit of a threat, and on another day you can maybe go and nick that, but ultimately I think a draw is a fair result. I hope you think that the other manager will say similar, and I think it's a well-deserved point.
In the home game against them, you were candid in sort of blaming yourself for not quite getting things right. Do you feel you got it right tonight?
Yeah, I'm not trying to take too much credit, but I didn't get it wrong, put it that way. So, I feel we were able to set up in a different way and hopefully cause them problems first half, and they had to change shape through an injury quite early on. So they've gone from their usual 4 at the back into a 3, sort of 4-3 box midfield, so we had to sort of change it a little bit ourselves, and that's why I thought the 4-4-2 just on the start of the second half got us sort of foothold in the game in that second half and give us a bit more of an impetus to try and get up the other end of the pitch and get a couple of chances, and I think that worked ultimately to make sure we come away with something.
And you mentioned the clean sheet, quite a few set pieces to defend as well, which you did.
Yeah, especially towards the last little bit, there was a couple of clean sheets, and they're very good at set plays. Not making any bones about it. They're quite good at set plays. The last sort of 5 or 6 goals they've scored, 2 or 3 of them have been set plays, and they're very effective. Got good delivery. They scored against us at our place from a set play, so we knew we had to be good at that. And I thought in the main we defended them really well, and I'm really impressed with a few performances out there.
You like to keep us guessing with signings announced just before kick-off. Another one to name, Mikey Lane, tell us about him.
Yeah, Mikey's great pedigree, and I really like Mikey. He's got a real hunger in him and a desire. He was desperate to come when I was speaking to him, and that was infectious, and I love that. He's aggressive, he's strong, he gets sort of his body in for his size, and he's a good finisher, and he's a goal poacher. So we've got to make sure that we get him opportunities, and I know he'll finish him if we do.
Yeah, some of these young players are really bringing real sort of enthusiasm to the group, aren't they?
We've got a real good nucleus of experienced players, and I knew that coming in that I didn't have to bring all of a sudden 4 30-year-olds in, because we've got that. Some really good pros, really good players that I'm happy with. I just knew we needed some energy and some fight and some sort of enthusiasm, and I think Freddie and Tuzzy have epitomised that. But then Harrison, JJ, Mikey will all bring that to the fold, and really happy with the signings so far, but also really happy with the players that are already here. They've really applied themselves great, a real good bunch, and I think they're hopefully going to start getting some rewards for that.
And you were able to make that loan signing because you made Keziah Martin a full signing. You're obviously happy with him.
Yeah, Kez, really like Kez, good player, and he, again, another one really keen to stay, and the attitude and the sort of the desire from the players wanting to be here and wanting to be part of the cause is what's so important to me, so important, and the players are showing that. Kez was the same. Do you want to come on permanent? Yes, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Great. That's the kind of attitude we need and what we want, and it's brilliant to hear that. And he's got great ability, so try and hopefully get the best out of him, but also did allow us to bring a loan in.
So you've got 4 points in the last 2 games. Do you have in mind a target of what you need to finish the season on to stay in the league?
No. No, just got. I'm not looking to limp to a certain number. I'm looking to take, as cliche as it is. I'm looking to take each game as it comes and play each game on its merit. There's no easy games in this division, so I've got to make sure I stay short-sighted in moments, but also obviously have an eye on that future with regards to how I'm going to manage the squad, because there's a lot of games coming up.